Now, if you remember last May, Deputy Finance Minister Johari Abdul Ghani admitted that 1MDB's woes were deterring banks from lending to its project partners, hindering progress under TRX and Bandar Malaysia. While that issue seems to have been resolved, for Bandar Malaysia at least, with the setting up of a massive fund today, backed by a consortium of local and Chinese banks with an asset base of more than $13 trillion. The foreign lenders involved include Bank of China, ICBC, China Construction Bank and HSBC. Among the local banks are CIMB, Maybank, RHB and Affin Holdings. Also signed today, a shareholder agreement that sees the Finance Ministry taking over 1MDB's 40% stake in Bandar Malaysia. The other 60% is being held by a consortium comprising China Railway Engineering Corp and Iskandar Waterfront. Meanwhile, a consortium led by MRCB will jointly develop a transportation terminal on Bandar Malaysia's land, which will serve as a terminus for, among others, the proposed KL-Singapore high-speed rail service. PM Najib, who witnessed the signing ceremonies, also announced a slew of incentives to attract investors to the project. These include a 10-year exemption for income tax and 8-year exemptions from real property gain tax and stamp duty. Mudajaya Group is bidding for 8 billion ringgit worth of construction tenders this year, 3 billion of which is related to building power plants, most of them here in Malaysia. The group is also bidding for packages in major infrastructure projects. We're talking about the Sarawak portion of the Pan-Borneo Highway, the second line of the Klang Valley MRT, the third phase of the LRT and the West Coast Expressway. It's also eyeing more construction projects related to Petronas's Rapid Complex in Pengerang, Johor. Historically, Mudajaya has a tender win rate of 10 to 20%. Press Metal is gunning for a turnover of 6 billion ringgit for FY16 with the completion of its Phase 3 aluminium smelter in Sarawak. The installation is set to boost Press Metal's smelting capacity from 440,000 tonnes per year to 760,000 tonnes. Group CEO Kun Po Kiong admits it's aiming pretty high, but with the current output and if aluminium prices stay put, the company will be able to hit the target. For FY15, Press Metal's top line reached 4.3 billion ringgit with gross profit of 737 million ringgit. Property developer Ma Seng is looking for more JV opportunities with the government as it eyes a bigger slice of the affordable home market. Group MD Leong Hoi Kam says the company is going to talk to federal and state authorities on potential partnerships.
I think government have a lot of land now open up for joint venture, for talks. So basically, it will be a more, I would say, this business model will be a very ideal at this current juncture. So we will have some deferred payment scheme. In the meantime, it benefit both parties. It will be a win-win situation.
Right now, the only project it's undertaken with the government is the KKCC or Kota Kinabalu Convention Centre, a waterfront integrated development on an 8.4-acre site with an estimated GDV of 1.4 billion ringgit. The Health Ministry wants to impose tax on sugary drinks in an effort to lower the rate of diabetes in the country. According to Bernama Newswire, the tax will be collected on drinks which are imported or produced in factories here. The levy would be similar to Britain's proposed sugar tax, which is aimed at high sugar beverages, particularly fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola and Pepsi. A typical can contains about 9 teaspoons of sugar. The Health Ministry's proposal is one of the strategies identified to control non-contagious diseases related to food, one of which is obesity. It's subject to approval by the Finance Ministry.